King Cake King here, and we have another review we are about to do. This is from Waffles on Maple in Metairie. We have two, they call them mini king cakes. And before I get to those, I would like to introduce our guest reviewer, which I'm pumped about. This is King Cake Eric. King Cake Eric lives pretty close by, so hopefully he's gonna give some great critiques on these king cakes.
I'm excited.
So I have the receipt here, and please come in and zoom in on this receipt. These are mini king cakes, very small. It's gluten-free, and one was 20 bucks, one was 25 bucks, and they're small king cakes. So I'm expecting some really good stuff here. We have a lavender blackberry and a strawberries and cream. Come get a close-up of this, camera lady. And right off the first bat, I'll let you take kind of manhandle that one, but off first bat, I do not see a baby. However, and getting close here, I'm pumped about this. This is a crown. And this crown right here almost makes it worth the money already, before I even buy it. So I'm gonna put that aside. I'm gonna go ahead and unravel this, and Eric, if you wanna go ahead and unravel yours. So I have the lavender blackberry. And when I'm taking the plastic off, the icing looks very fresh. It's actually kind of dragging with the plastic. The smells are hitting me. It smells really, really good. Get you a close up right there. It smells really good. I'm gonna go ahead and sit it right on top of the plastic back in the box. Yeah, and you have a crown also.
I do.
You can see with these two, nice. These two cakes, this one actually, and maybe it's by design, the lavender blackberry only has the purple on the top. It doesn't have a green or gold, but this strawberries and cream sure does have the full gamut. So something interesting there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take a cut of this one here. Knife going through it. It's pretty smooth, rather smooth. And Eric, this is gonna be your piece.
Okay.
You might wanna just grab it there.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a good sign. Got some moistness there. It's kind of falling apart. So if y'all watched the last video from last night, Lauders, it actually did the same, where it kind of falls apart almost. So presentation, we'll start with, let's start with this one first. Eric, this is the lavender blackberry. Presentation, the King Cake King likes the purple, green, and gold. This only has purple. So I'm gonna bring the presentation down a little bit. Even though the crown was in there, that probably brings it up a little bit. I'm gonna give the presentation right at an 8, definitely above average. Eve, what do you think for the presentation on this one?
Presentation-wise, immediately, as you mentioned, the colors kind of pop out at you. I do like the traditional colors. It is lacking that, although it is lavender and blueberry, so it matches the flavors. But again, I am missing the traditional colors there. So other than that, I'd probably say around an 8.
All right, Eve with the 8?
Yep.
So I had a mini piece here. I actually really enjoyed the icing. I'm gonna move to icing as the next category. Icing's pretty high, pretty smooth. It's got the granulated sugar. I'm gonna give the icing a strong 8. Again, icing 8. How do you like your icing, Eve?
Icing's good. It's a little different from the traditional king cake again. It's a little softer.
Yep.
It's probably not as sweet. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a little less sweet than the typical.
Agreed.
From what I've experienced in the past. So, but it is good. It's got a lot of those flavors that they claim on the box. So I'd say I give it an 8 as well.
All right. I've actually already finished my piece. I'm liking this one. I'm gonna do the filling first. I really liked the filling. Well, it's probably could have been, in my piece, I probably could have had a little more filling. So I'm gonna give the filling a 7.7. 7.7 on the filling. E, what you think on the filling?
Filling, okay. For $25 for a mini king cake, I think I would have rather had a little bit more filling in that king cake. So it's lacking to me. I'm gonna grade it a little bit harder. You know, based on that price point, I'm gonna give it a 6.
That's a fair assessment. And
my expectations are higher.
Yeah, very, very good detail. It makes perfect sense. I'm liking that. So the dough, final category, the dough. I actually thought the dough was pretty good. It's definitely a different consistency. Trying to describe this, it's not as airy, it's a little more dense, and it kind of just, when you bite it, it kind of all pushes together smoothly. So the dough, I liked it. I'm gonna give it another 8. Give it another 8 on the dough.
Yep. One thing to mention is it's gluten-free.
Yes.
And when it lacks gluten, it does cause an effect on the elasticity and how fluffy it is. So we may be seeing a little bit of that remnants of gluten-free, where it's a little bit more dense.
Yes.
So based on being gluten-free, I guess I'd give it probably an 8 as well. Now you did notice I did leave a little bit of the outside. And it's because it's much harder than the interior side. So that kind of bothered me a little bit.
Yeah.
Which why I didn't give it a 9.
Very nice. Very good detail, E. Man, great reviewing. This is gonna be yours right here, E.
All right.
I can get it out of here. So we're moving on to the strawberries and cream, which I'm really looking forward to as well. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite of this, but I'm pretty sure that most of it is gonna be the same, except for the filling. Let me take a bite. So I'm pretty much gonna keep all my stuff the same except for the filling. And this is, it's almost like a reminiscent of a cheesecake when you bite this thing. It kind of like pretty much all smooshes together. It's really good. I'm really liking this. The strawberries and cream is really working well together. So I'm gonna give the filling, I'm gonna heighten the filling here. I'm gonna give the filling an 8.5. So all the same scores, 8.5 on my filling. What you thinking, E?
Man, filling on this one is there's a lot more filling on here. I don't know if I got lucky with the right piece or not, or if it's pretty much uniform throughout the whole king cake, but much more filling here. The cream cheese and the strawberry go together perfectly. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 9.
Very nice. So, overall, I thought these king cakes were pretty good. It's a little bit unique in that they are gluten-free. I really haven't had too many gluten-free king cakes. These are actually the first 2 of the year. I'd like to say that this is number 72 and number 73 for the year, trying to get halfway to the 150 mark. So I really think these are pretty good. Overall score for the lavender. Let's go with Eric's score first.
7.5.
7.5 for his overall lavender score. Remember, he did knock it a little bit on the
filling.
On the filling, yep. For the king, on the lavender, what do we have?
7.925.
7.925, so definitely above average. Do you happen to have our scores for the strawberries and cream yet? Okay, she's getting the overall score for the strawberries and cream. So, I think I probably would get this again. Maybe the price point can be a little bit lower. Maybe they could pull that down a little bit. But overall, I thought it was a pretty solid king cake.
Yep.
Any parting words on this?
I'm satisfied. I think it was great. Like I said, I did want to grade it probably a little bit tougher than I would have for other king cakes. Just price per bite is a little a little bit different. But also we have to take into consideration that the gluten-free, right? So it's not quite as airy and fluffy as gluten cakes. So I have to take that into consideration as well. But they were very good, delicious.
So Do we have the final score on the strawberries and
Just
cream?
the filling was a different number?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So for Eric,
8.25.
overall, Eric's score for strawberries and cream, 8.25. And for the king,
8.125.
8.125. Okay, so I'm actually more in the middle. Eric was a little bit lower on this, higher than this, but I'm right in the middle. Hey, Eric, I want to thank you for coming to the review.
Appreciate it.
It's
Thanks
been
for the
good.
opportunity.
It's been real good. I appreciate it. Hey, go to Instagram. Follow me at King Cake Planet. Definitely go to the website, www.kingcakeplanet.com, and look out for the YouTube channel at The King Cake King. We'll see you next time.